completely changed course. From saying one thing years ago to what he just announced is absolutely going to change the way America deals with finances. And honestly, it is going to make actually not a lot of people, very, very wealthy. And that's sad because I've been warning people about this and talking about this exact subject ever since the day I started this channel. Let me give you a parallel. Katie Couric was famous, and type 1 if you remember this, for going on and mocking email on her show when the internet was really just being made available through AOL, and Internet Explorer just came out, and these or Netscape, and the internet was building, and people were saying, they were doing stories on how there's going to be a day where nobody sends a personal letter. It's all going to be done through electronic mail or email. And she sat there and mocked. She goes, that's never going to happen. I will absolutely always send mail. I can guarantee you right now, Katie Couric is not sending handwritten letters to her boss or to her family and friends. No, that's not how it's done. It's either email or text. And Donald Trump came into the last presidency going against a new technology that's been blowing up, cryptocurrencies and the blockchain and smart contracts. And it's because he knew nothing about it. And most people that I've been talking to about this ever since this started, when I started this channel, Bitcoin was at $2,000, $2,300. I had already bought it way back when, and it ran up to 19, sold it, and then I repurchased back in the $3,600 range. And now look at where it is. And there are so many people that have been sitting on the sideline. Now, what Donald Trump just announced will absolutely be a game changer for not only adoption, but the price due to the added adoption. Think about how many people in this country right now are voting for Donald Trump this next election. And here, do it right now. Just hashtag Trump down below if you're planning on voting for him. And then just, type someone else if you're planning on voting for someone else. And I will show you that by and large, a vast majority of the people watching this channel are going to be voting for him. And you can use that exact same percentage of people as the landscape for this country, right? So now think about this. Now you're going to have a president that is like so pro Bitcoin and wanting America to race to mine it all, to get as much of it as they can, have the government buy some. I mean, if you think about if you are all of a sudden competing against the government, let me give an example. Housing has been really frustrating for a lot of people, right? Type 2 if you've been extremely frustrated and saying, man, prices just keep going up. Well, it's because for the first time ever, and it's now dropped off of a cliff, it's no longer happening, but you were competing against large corporations, buying up homes all across the country. And they were sitting there going, you're sitting there going, I can't compete. People are buying up homes, or companies are buying up homes so fast, I can't compete. Well, you're about to experience that with Bitcoin. Get ready for this. This will blow your mind. But you also need to know when the top comes in. Before I started this story, and this is out of Zero Hedge, and it's incredible, I called my partners and I said, what can we do for them? And they said, give them a Trump's 75% off if you want it. If you want it for the course, Crypto Trader Pro. It takes you from never owning a Bitcoin, how to start an exchange, how to fund it, how to secure it, either on the exchange or off the exchange, and then how to trade it. It is the most complete thing I've ever seen. And it's a team of guys putting this course together. So it's 75% off today. There's a link down below. But who cares about that? Let's talk about this. Trump promises to make USA the Bitcoin superpower of the world. Democrats panic, U-turn on anti-crypto crusade. And he says some very poignant and very damaging. He's going to be firing some specific people like Gary Gensler. Heck yeah. How many people here want to say, here, hashtag fire Gary if you want to see Gary Gensler gone, especially those of you that have owned XRP and been watching it be in the total tank. Get ready for this. Says in a spirited keynote address, former President Trump promised to make USA the Bitcoin superpower of the world, ensuring that cryptocurrency is mined, minted, and made in the USA. We have to talk about Bitcoin. Our country is blessed with the extraordinary talent and genius in this room. This spirit built America and will help keep or help us make it great again. I admire what the Bitcoin community has achieved in just 15 years. Bitcoin has gone from an idea to the 9th most valuable asset in the world. It's already bigger than ExxonMobil and soon will surpass the market cap of silver. That's a big deal. And I'm going to tell you what, you know, I'm not here to give you financial advice, but I'm here to share what I've screwed up in life financially and what I've done right. Right. And I've actually done a lot more right than wrong because I've spent a lot of time finding mentors, buying books and things and learning as much as I can, to where my wife would say I was obsessed. Now she looks at, our life, even 10, 15 years ago, and we lived a comfortable life because all the side hustles and all that kind of stuff, right? But I'll tell you what, there is nothing in my life ever been more volatilely to the upside, because the way I trade and purchase and invest in cryptocurrency than cryptocurrency. It has been an absolute game changer. And to think, when the internet came out, there were people, and I don't know if there's anyone here that really made a lot of money. My father invested heavily into tech stocks in the mid 90s, and he saw amazing life-changing gains. And a lot of people did, because they, not a lot actually, but the people that did, they made a lot of money because they saw that this is where the world was going. Well, we've never seen a battle between a new type of technology where governments are scared so much, or trying to destroy, suppress, hide it, because they're so afraid that it's going to take on and compete with their currency. Now, type 10 if you see that as happening right now. The government has been spilling out so much hatred and false news and narratives about crypto in the last 3.5 years. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The comments are so dumb, but it would take a liberal to believe this crap. Like, just the fact, oh, you can just keep printing Bitcoins. You are a moron. I mean that as like the most nicest term, sense of the term. Smack out of it. Figure out what a consensus is, and oh, woo! It's amazing. It's amazing. Everybody sits there and gets so pissed off. Here, watch. We'll take a quick poll. Type 11 if it pisses you off that the government can just print infinite amounts of money, thus causing you inflation. And over time, if you don't buy key types of assets that stay with inflation or a little bit ahead of it, depending on where in the curve, the investment curve you bought it in, it just keeps your value of your dollars go down. And here is a plan right here. And do me a favor, of everyone that's typing 11, type 11 and then type Bitcoin if you own Bitcoin, because that shows that your frustration, you know it, and then you own something that you can't fake it. There's only so many in this world. It's like with XRP, there's only so many. And with XRP, there's a day where it starts falling, the amount out there, because they're going to start a burn. But the point being, that's another thing. If you don't know how that works and you're not investing in these things now, then when it starts to burn, you go, oh crap. I mean, look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin, you could print as much of it. And the only reason that it goes up so much is because Elon Musk talked about it. So you got a bunch of crazy people following it. All right, cool. We all made money. I made money in Dogecoin. But I also knew when to get out and to get into something else that shrinks in size. Yeah, it's going to be the only time you hear me talk about something that I want to invest in that shrinks. All right, here we go. So Donald Trump has made some big promises, right? And this gets me so fired up, it's nuts. He went on with some big promises. Oh, here's the thing too. There's a lot of people like, well, what if Trump doesn't win? Well, the thing is, so I do believe he's going to win, because I do believe in the American people. I believe in the American spirit. And I believe that the polls are going to get so slammed. There's never going to be in the history of the United States a higher percentage of turnout, quite frankly, right? Say amen to that if you agree with that. But let's say he didn't win. He is about, because there's one thing that Donald Trump, hey, Mr. Trump, say hello. I have a weird feeling you're going to be watching this video. Say so hello, and don't mind, you could throw a comment in the chat. He's probably laughing. This guy has got the biggest cojones. Anyway, sorry. All right, let's go. I'm horrible at impersonating Trump. I wish I could, because he's hilarious. So he's making these big pledges, right? Well, this is the thing. He's now going to raise the bar for the Democrats, or for whoever else comes into presidency, because everyone else is going to go, What the heck? And then it's going to cause, in the next 4 months, I'll bet you're going to see so many people flowing into crypto. It's going to be nutty. You're going to see more Coinbase and Gemini accounts pulled open. You're going to see more wallets open. It's going to be awesome. So there's the thing. Just download this video, remember it forever for the next 4 months, and you can call me on it if I'm wrong. He says, I pledge the day I take office, the weaponization against Bitcoin ends. Then he goes on to say, on day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman. Yes, do it now. Do it. Oh, Gary Gensler. Traitor. I will immediately shut down Operation Choke Point 2.0. Boom! I need to do a video on that. Let me screenshot this bad boy. I got to do a video on that. All right, here we go. Trump also confirmed that he will will appoint a crypto advisor council with regulations written by industry-loving people within 100 days. I will accept the job right now, Mr. Trump. As a matter of fact, everybody just email Trump. The ninja will gladly be appointed to that group, and I will be able to write some awesome stuff. Trump, I know it sounds funny. I come across as a total dork, but I do got some skills. Trump also confirmed that there will never be a CBDC while he is president. Now, if that doesn't get you fired up, I want you, look, type 100 if you agree with that, so that Mr. Trump, when he watches this video, can see all the people type in 100 saying they do not want to see a central bank digital currency. He says those who say that Bitcoin is a threat to the dollar have it exactly backwards. This is a good point. The danger to our financial future comes from Washington, D.C., not crypto. Additionally, because think about it, if the dollar was being printed less and it had some solid backing other than threats, veiled threats from the U.S. government coming to kill people if you don't do what they say, it would be awesome. The dollar would be strong. We could make the dollar great again. I just want to state, I can't even try. I'm horrible at that. All right. Additionally, the former president pointing out that Bitcoiners understand inflation better than anyone. You all understood it first. You're right. We did. Promising to drill, baby, drill. Trump notes that with low energy costs, the USA will become the undisputed Bitcoin mining center of the world. Finally, Trump dropped the big guns. Are you ready for the big guns? So are you ready? Seriously, just say I am. Just type it. Say, I am ready for the big guns. Here we go. Finally, Trump. Stand by. I'm getting too excited here. Trump dropped the big guns. The policy of the Trump administration will be to keep 100% of all that it currently holds as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile, and confirmed his promise to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbright to time served. See, the government owns a bunch of Bitcoin. They've been seizing and arresting people and trying to charge them as criminals when they weren't. I know this personally, and I'm telling you right now, they're doing everything they can to arrest good-hearted people that were trying to get outside of the U.S. dollar system, the treasonous U.S. dollar system that on a global scale is used to threaten and hurt people. And so the government has a bunch of Bitcoin. You can see there's other countries that have been liquidating their Bitcoin and turning it into currency. Scary stuff. And I'm talking about the Bitcoin that they confiscated. Bitcoin has risen significantly in the last 24 hours in anticipation of Trump's speech. And you can see that it went from like 64,000 to 67,000. You know, hey, whatever. You know, it's just dollars. Notably, and again, if you guys want, we'll put a 75% off link for 24 hours. We're calling it the Trump sale for the Crypto Trader Pro. That's going from I've never owned a Bitcoin or opened up an exchange account to I'm trading crypto and I'm making money. And now not everyone's going to make money because there's a lot of people that freak out because this is one of the most volatile markets. It is the most volatile market you're ever going to experience next to Forex using leverage on a march, but whatever. That's a whole different story. But my point being is you need to learn risk management. And that's why I just hammer it in that course. Notably, And everyone asked Doug, hey, Doug, how's it been going for you since you learned how to do this? Doug is one of the moderators in the channel. He's just drop jawed since he started doing this. Notably, the Democrats appear to be worried that crypto could be a vote change for many people. A number of Democratic Congress members have penned a letter to the DNC pushing for a change. Well, no freaking duh. They know which way of the American people want to go. Over 52 Americans have embraced digital assets, seeing them as a means to democratize finance, spur innovation, and create new economic opportunities. I own companies. Oh, jeez. It's like laughable. It's impossible for the majority of Americans to invest like congressmen and women. I became an accredited investor when I was like 25 years old. I had to show a net worth of over $1 million, and that's one of the ways to get in. Also, you can show income. I don't remember what it is for married and single person. It's like, I don't remember the numbers right now, but that's one way. And then, now they're trying to open it up to where I take a Series 67 exam, if I remember right. Anyway, my point being is that I learned that I could invest like Congress people, and it's the biggest scam ever, right? Because they want to protect you from yourself. So you can't invest in companies before they go public. That's what I do. That's where I've made a good clip of money, is investing in companies, knowing they're going public, and then they sell the shares to the public, and it's a whole scam. It's horrific. It is absolutely horrific. But when I opened up crypto and started buying companies that were going public, or initial coin offerings, holy cow, it was unbelievable. And it's sad. And if you don't know how to do this, or you don't know how to go and get yourself a meme coin that was just pulled off, came off of the Solana network before that team decides goes to the exchange and gets it listed on exchange, and you don't know how to do that, you're missing out on lots of money. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, a lot of people are saying over 20% of voters in key battleground states identify crypto as a major issue in the 2024 election. I do too. Look, I'm not going to drown this on. If you guys want, there's a 75% off link down below for the Crypto Trader Pro. We're seeing tons of success with it. And here, I'll tell you what, if you buy it and within 14 days, you've watched less than 50% of the videos, and you're like, this isn't going to change my life, this didn't convince me what to do, like, this isn't going to make me lots and lots of money or save me lots and lots of money, we'll give you your money back. So that's the deal. 14 days, less than 50% of the videos go, we want our money back. I don't want to learn how to do all this. I'm going to wait until the masses have moved in and Bitcoin's over $100,000 bucks. Have fun with that one. The Economic Ninja is out.